Hey up guys, it's Fish here and welcome back to some more Game of Thrones Telltale action. So basically we last left off, we were Geraint and then he got sent to the wall for killing some Whitehall men, and that was kind of sad, so we stopped playing as him. I assume we'll pick him up in the second episode, because there's a picture of Jon Snow on the second episode, so I assume we'll meet Jon Snow and have awesome stuff fighting the wildlings, which I'm really excited for. We're currently playing, oh crap, I can't remember his name, but we're currently playing as a young boy who's now Lord of the Foresters, obviously because our father and our older brother died at the Red Wedding. So we're currently playing as him. I literally can't remember his name for the life of me, but I'm sure we'll get it in a second. So cool, let's go ahead and jump in. We're just going to go ahead and meet with the Lord of Whitehall now, who's our sworn enemy. He's going to try and...
showed up unannounced. Lord Whitehill is in a lather. I assume you explained to Lord Ethan why they're here?
Business with Garrett. I told him.
Lord Whitehill knows Garrett is a squire to this house. Or was, I suppose.
Was. It makes no difference. The Whitehills were clearly in the wrong, so don't give him any satisfaction. Out there, you were decisive and firm. Now do it again with these bastards.
Let's not do something rash. Things are bad enough as it is.
I can handle this.
Lord Whitehill.
Well said, my lord.
Now is not the time to anger Lord Whitehill any more than he already is. He's got 5 times as many men, and the backing
okay,
of House
shit.
Bolton.
Yeah.
All the more reason to stand up for ourselves.
We should bide our
Only
time,
cowards and
much
dead
like
men.
House White Harbor. We should bide our time. And plot. Of course, we'll always be loyal to House Stark.
Lord Ethan, is it? My condolences for your father and brother. The late Lord Forrester was no friend to me or my house.
I will shake his hand.
Family, it's still a loss. My only regret is I wasn't there to drive the dagger into his heart
what a
myself.
dick.
I've been waiting for this day all my life.
Don't test
I may
me.
be young, but I'm not so easily fooled. You're trying to rile me, but it won't work.
Young? You are that boy. Too young to know when you're in over your head. And no bread and salt! What kind of fucking house receives a lord with no fucking bread and salt? You bloody amateur. No courtesies. I should have expected as much.
Let's go ahead.
Bloody Foresters.
My apologies. Please forgive us.
Forgive you? Not like
Oh, this dude's a
you
dick.
Foresters have shit on us for generations. Well, now the Starks are no longer around to have your back, are they? We're the power in the north now.
Roose Bolton is the Warden of the North.
Aye. And we've been his bannermen for 5 fucking centuries. You cunt.
Oh, this guy's a dick.
Lord Ethan, you're losing control of this.
That's enough, Lord Whitehill.
I'm not finished. Maybe if you hadn't been so fucking greedy with the ironwood, things would have been different between us.
You squandered your share.
Our share was taken from us. We had no fucking choice but to harvest what was left.
What is it you want, Lord Whitehill?
Oh, there's the dude from the previous encounter with Geralt.
Your man, the squire. We were minding our own business, keeping the king's peace, as his lordship here said, when your man attacked us for no reason.
Hear that? Attacked for no reason.
Garrett
Yeah.
was only defending himself.
Then you admit it was your man who killed my men. And a pig farmer at that. How do you answer for your squire, Lord Ethan? He acted in your name.
How do you answer for
And
your
you
men?
are the lord of this house.
He was defending his family as any man would. But your men murdered them all.
You lost pig farmers, not soldiers. The soldiers worth 100 of their type. Where's the fucking coward who killed my men? I know he's here.
He
What
was
have you
sent to
done
the
with
wall.
him?
He was sent to the wall.
Who the fuck sent him to the wall?
I did.
Answer me! Who's the one who did it?
I did.
What? That was my justice to deliver, boy. And you denied me of it. I'm not leaving until I have my justice. Now bring me the coward who did it, or you'll answer to Roose Bolton. What kind of fucking house is this?
A house of honorable men.
Lady Forrester.
You bellow like a wounded boar, Lord Whitehill. Have you forgotten your manners?
Get right.
I mean no disrespect to you, my lady, considering your losses and all. But this is not over.
It's over when my son says it is.
Thank you for coming. I've heard enough. It's over.
This is over, Lord Whitehill.
Ethan is Lord of Ironrath now. By rights, his word is law here. If that displeases you, then I trust you can find the door.
That lad may be lord of this house, but Lord Bolton will have the final say. I'll send him a raven letting him know a Forrester man killed one of his own, that the new Lord Forrester lied to my face and denied me my justice. Then we'll see whose word is law.
He's a dick. You're a craven.
You're a craven, Lord Whitehill.
Get wrecked. Calling him a fucking coward. Who's not fighting his own battles. That guy's gonna be a dick. He's obviously gonna do something later on. Defiance or
I
diplomacy?
was wrong about your son, my lady. He stood up to him like a true lord.
You were brave, my son. But you'll need to be braver still when Ramsay Snow arrives to see you bend the knee. Prepare a raven. We need to send word to Mira in King's Landing at once.
I thought we would have already done that. Like, seriously, she's... well, she's going to be getting held hostage for sure. So I guess we're going to go to King's Landing now? Yeah,
Your sister
cool.
can help us. Although just a handmaiden, she has Marjorie Tyrell's favour. And Lady Marjorie's betrothal to the king may be enough to keep the Boltons at bay.
Pretty much all we have to
It's
do
presented to her as it should be.
is be loyal to King Joffrey at all times, because I don't want to get her killed. I feel like she's, if anyone's going to die, she is. Has she received the news about the Red Wedding yet?
Ethan made this for me.
Read.
Father, much excitement here in King's Landing for the coming wedding. Lady Marjorie has proven to be quite popular throughout the city. I do wish you and Mother could come, although I know it would be impossible under the circumstances. I miss all of you, and I look forward to the day you can.
Oh, does she not know yet, or... Yeah, I don't think she knows that that her father and brother's dead. Actually, I don't think she will die because she's like the one person in King's Landing, and I'm pretty sure you'll end up seeing like the Purple Wedding and Joffrey dying and stuff. So actually, I don't think she'll die.
Coin to remember him. What a strange place, Essos. It was very kind of Lady Marjorie to give this to me. It once belonged to Lady Olenna.
It's Marjorie's grandmother, I think Lady Olenna is. Cool, let's keep on looking around then, I guess.
Wonders Made by Man by Lomas Longstrider. A gift from Roderick.
R.I.P.
I hope to see them all someday.
Oh, you don't know. It's so sad.
King's Landing. I wonder if it's sunny at Ironrath today.
Oh, is this a letter telling me?
It troubles me to even ask this of you, but you must appeal to Lady Marjorie to intervene on our behalf. She is our best hope, and can be a powerful ally, especially now when your family so desperately needs her help.
So obviously we have to play a political game with Lady Marjorie. Answer the door. Of course. So we just have to be really nice to her. But overall, if anyone else is there, I feel like being loyal to the king
One
is
moment.
more important.
Oh, sorry, milady. I didn't mean to disturb you.
Why you got such a manly
Come back
voice?
later if you'd like.
No, it's fine. Come in.
Begging your pardon, milady, but you all right? If you don't mind my asking, you seem rather upset.
It's private. I'd rather not say.
Yeah, there's
Of course, milady.
so
I
many
didn't mean to
spies in King's Landing.
Please
He's
hurry if
obviously
you
a
can. Lady
spy
Marjorie
for
will be
someone.
here any minute.
Of course, milady.
I literally don't want to tell anyone, bar like anyone like him.
You work for Lady Marjorie? I may be wrong, but it seems like you do.
I'm her handmaiden.
That's what I thought. I've seen you with her before. You seem like good friends. I saw Lady Marjorie just this morning, outside the Royal Sept, talking to Queen Cersei.
Cersei?
Why is that so surprising? Why would she not be talking to her?
They appeared to be having some sort of disagreement. I couldn't hear much, but
Why are you telling me this?
I heard them arguing about House Forrester and...
House Forrester?
I thought you'd like to know. Forgive me if I was mistaken.
Okay, maybe he is nice
I
then.
hope you're not in any kind of trouble.
I thought he might be
Most people don't tend to notice.
a spy.
Not in King's Landing, with so many lords and ladies about.
Yeah, exactly, that's what I was scared of telling you.
See and hear all sorts of things when people don't even know you're there. Good night, milady.
Do we get to say thank you? No, we're just going to be rude and not say thanks.
Lady Marjorie, you're early.
I was hoping there would be time for us to talk. Come, there's something we must discuss. From the day you arrived in Highgarden, I've thought of you more as a friend than as my handmaiden. A dear friend, in fact.
Thank you, my lady.
And you know how I feel about what's happened to your family. I feel your pain as if it were my own. What you've suffered is beyond imagining.
You're very
You're
kind.
very kind, my lady.
Of course, Mira, but you must not despair. We will get through this together. You must understand there are limits to what I can say, especially here in King's Landing, now that I am to be queen. To have a handmaiden from the north whose family fought for Robb Stark. It raises questions at a time I can least afford. Cersei herself cornered me this morning outside the Royal Sept.
Some golden
She
cloaks.
mentioned the northern girl in my service, and she painted you a traitor. She was very pleased with herself. Her
How did
face
you
was
respond?
full of mirth as she said it.
How did you respond?
I told her you are one of my most trusted handmaidens, that you can hardly be blamed for the actions of your father and brother. Nonetheless, she demands an audience. She wants an apology of some sort, for what I don't know, but she's waiting for us now, and I promised I would bring you to her. I wouldn't ask this of you if it were not important.
I'll do as you
I
ask.
cannot afford any conflict with Cersei with the wedding so near.
I'll do as you ask, my lady.
Well, obviously
knew
we
I
need
could
Lady
trust
Marjorie
you.
on our side.
Humor her. Tell her what she wants to hear.
Cool, and she's not going to be pissed if we say we're completely loyal to Joffrey, which is good. So
See
I
if the
don't
Queen Regent is ready to receive us.
have to take Marjorie's back on everything. I can just say Joffrey is the one true king. She also wants to tell me something as well.
You'll be fine. I know you will. You may feel one thing, but you must say another.
Yeah, she knows. She knows I have to pretty much just say my dad was a traitor
luck.
and Joffrey is the one true king. Oh, it's Tyrion as well. That's so sick. and Cersei and the Golden Cloaks. Cool, let's march forward, I guess, and
You can do this.
receive the audience with Cersei, I guess. Obviously Tyrion will be nice about it. Why is there some like armoured thugs as well over here? Like, what are they up to? Are they just chilling in here or something?
Ah, Lady Marjorie. Aren't you looking lovely this evening?
Lord Tyrion. Your Grace? With your permission, allow me to introduce Lady Mira of House Forrester.
Kneel before, bow your head, stand all. Kneel before her.
Your Grace.
The Queen is
Well knows her
pleased.
courtesies. Impressive. You may rise.
House Forrester is a northern house loyal to the king.
Are they?
I beg your pardon, Your Grace.
I wasn't talking to you. I want to hear from the girl.
Of course.
Is your family loyal to the king?
Perhaps you should ask the new Lord Forrester.
He's not here, is he?
We serve
She
King
is.
Joffrey.
Joffrey is the one true king, Your Grace.
And yet, for centuries the Forresters have been loyal bannermen to House Stark. A house of traitors.
They were our order. Well,
They
yeah.
were the Wardens of the North. We all served at the pleasure of the king.
Clever girl.
He seems to
Perhaps
like
too
us.
clever for her own good.
The girl did name Joffrey as the one true king.
Is your house willing to swear fealty to your new liege lord, Roose Bolton?
He is our new warden. Absolutely, yeah.
He is the Warden of the North, Your Grace.
He is. And I the Queen Regent and Tyrion the Master of Coin.
The girl has a remarkable talent for answering questions while in fact saying nothing at all.
Old allegiances are not easily abandoned. But now that the war is over, we must look to rebuild and forge new alliances. There are ships and shields to be built, and Joffrey will need a steady supply of ironwood for his armies. I'm told there are others who would happily serve that purpose, but I trust we can rely on House Forrester.
Forster Ironwood does seem rather unique.
Yes,
Yes,
Your Grace.
of course. We will be nice
It
to
would be
her.
a shame to see it fall into the hands of another house. I imagine you'd do almost anything to prevent that from happening, wouldn't you? Ask any Lannister, and they'd do whatever was necessary to save Casterly Rock. It would be unfortunate to see another house lay claim to what's yours.
Yes,
Yes, Your
anything.
Grace. I would do anything.
I see.
What would you have the girl do, Cersei? It's not as if she fought beside the Starks, wielding a battle axe for the Northern Army.
It raises an interesting question, I suppose. Can we truly blame those who end up on the wrong side of the war? Our dear Marjorie here was betrothed to Renly Baratheon on the false assumption that he would one day rule the Seven Kingdoms. Can we fault her for her mistake? Should she be held accountable?
I won't judge her, Your Grace. I wasn't there. I didn't face her decisions.
Aren't you a delightful girl? If only one could flit through life without ever holding an opinion of their own.
If there's a point to this, I hope you find it quickly.
I really like these political games.
Loyalty can be such a hard thing to define. This city alone is filled with all sorts of ambitious opportunists looking to reinvent themselves, pretending to be something they're not. Who knows what lurks within their hearts? You are a girl from the north, here in service to Lady Marjorie. One can only assume her interests are yours. Yet loyalty to a king, that must be absolute, beyond question.
Of course, beyond question.
And if your loyalties were to become conflicted between your king and the very person whom you serve, what would you do then?
Of course, to the king. Obviously,
I'm sure she
Let
would...
the girl answer the question.
I
Go
wouldn't
on.
be true to the king, of
I would
course.
be true to the king, Your Grace.
Oh, the emotion on her
I
face.
said, I was beginning to worry you didn't have your priorities straight.
She is a threat to the crown, isn't she? The most dangerous handmaiden in all of King's Landing.
My sense is this girl will say almost anything to get what she wants. Which is not very encouraging. I'd like a word with you, if I may.
Oh, that's not good.
Of course, Your Grace.
Who's talking? There's no one in King's Landing in the throne room at all. There's like 2 guys.
I'll walk you out. This may come as a surprise, but I met your father once, at the tourney at Lannister. Even then he didn't trust Roose Bolton. We only spoke briefly, but your father struck me as an honorable man.
He was.
You have my condolences for his loss. These would be trying times for your family, even under the best of circumstances.
Thank you, Lord Tyrion.
Thank you, Lord Tyrion. That's very kind of you to say.
We just have to be
That
really
certainly took
neutral.
courage. To so publicly declare your loyalty to Joffrey for all to hear. Poor Lady Margaery was humiliated, although Cersei seemed quite pleased.
Oh, well, I didn't mean it.
It was quite the first impression. I, of course, found it all highly entertaining.
I did it for Lady Margaery.
Rather odd, if that's what she asked of you. But I'm sure she has your best interests at heart. My sister and I have our differences. She takes great pleasure in her little charades. I take mine in thwarting them. We must find our amusements where we can. She threatened to give your ironwood to another house. It is the Master of Coin who decides such matters. The Crown needs boats. Boats need wood, and I speak for the Crown in this regard, not her.
You can help my family.
I suppose the Crown could be persuaded to secure ironwood from House Forrester. Lady Margaery might not look favorably on such an alliance, and it would infuriate Cersei. Although what would be amusing for me might prove rather dangerous for you and your house. Are you willing to risk that?
I'm afraid I
Maybe far
can't.
too dangerous.
I guess
In fact,
yes.
Forget I even suggested such a thing.
I'm sorry, Lord Tyrion,
Oh, crap.
but it's a risk I cannot afford.
Oh, I wish I would have said
I
yes.
admire your discretion.
I guess we just
Now,
have to
if
be
you'll
loyal to
excuse
Lady
me, I promised
Margaery.
Sansa I would join her for dinner tonight.
Especially because obviously Tyrion's
3
not going to be in
beautiful
power
bottles of
for much
Dornish
longer.
wine await my arrival. The mere thought of them makes me thirsty already.
I hope we meet again.
Nothing would make Cersei happier. Until then, be careful. This is not the North. King's Landing can be a nest of vipers to the uninitiated.
I guess Lady Margaery, because obviously Lord Tyrion won't be around for that much longer, so I guess we just have to make sure Lady Margaery likes us, and as well as Cersei isn't completely angry at us, we should survive. I'm hoping.
Mira, I was worried. How was it? Cersei has a way of looking at you as though...
I'd rather not discuss it.
If you don't mind.
Of course not. It must have been horrible. But at least it's over now. Lady Margaery has spent the entire day working on seating arrangements for the wedding. Of course, you and I are seated way at the back, here with the 4th cousins and the 9th-born sons. Ah, Sir Jaime. I wouldn't mind tarnishing that white cloak of his.
Sarah!
What? It's true. And Oberyn Martell, the Red Viper.
Such a lad.
I'm told he has a paramour.
You'll get us in trouble.
We're just having some fun. Perhaps Lady Margaery could make the right introductions. Who knows? We might meet our future husbands. Although, marrying a king, I can only imagine what that would be like. Would you marry Joffrey if it meant you'd become queen? He does have a certain look about him. And he's always treated Lady Margaery well.
I don't want to be
which is
queen.
more than you can say for his mother.
For my
I'd
family.
marry anyone if it helped my family.
Right. Of course.
I
I would marry him. Imagine.
Hold on, I just want to pause it quickly because I just want to say, I have to be, I'm just trying to think, like, I have to be really careful with what I say. Because I feel like everyone's a spy like everyone's a spy. So I'm just trying to think, like, if I say this, how will it affect, how will so and so think of it if it, like, later on. I'm just trying to think of a massive spider web which is currently going on, which I really like. I really like the political game of this, and hopefully it does play a big part in it.
Power you would have as Queen of the Seven Kingdoms. I might even allow you to be my handmaiden.
She's not amused.
Let's see, who else should we marry off? Brienne of Tarth and Tyrion Lannister. What a perfect match. Sir Bronn and...
What are you doing? Well?
I'm sorry, my lady.
As am I. We shouldn't have been messing about.
This is not a game. It's a battle plan. Allies and enemies can be made with every move. Yet they say it is men who are powerful. The Queen was pleased by your display, Mira. I'm just glad it's over. King's Landing can be exhausting sometimes. There's always someone to please or some perceived slight to smooth over. I fear it will only get worse when I am queen.
Once they know your true heart, the lords and ladies will have no choice but to love you.
Do you agree?
No.
Once you are queen, the lords and ladies will do their best to please you.
You learn very quickly. Your words to Cersei were brave, but I know you must fear what the Boltons might do to your family. I do appreciate your willingness to appease her, as difficult as it may have been.
Thank you, my lady. There's been something on my mind. Something important. I did have a favor to ask of you in return.
Whatever you wish to say, you can say it in front of Sarah. There are no secrets between us.
It's about my family.
I trust her.
I guess we'll stay if I don't want to anger her if I'm just about to ask for something.
Go on. Ask.
Please, Ramsay Snow is on his way to Ironrath to see my brother bend the knee.
Ramsay? Roose Bolton's bastard.
I fear my family will suffer if Ramsay is left to do as he likes. But if a raven could be sent to the Boltons to let them know House Forrester has the protection of the crown...
That is no small request, especially now. Joffrey knows only too well your family fought for the Starks, and now you would have me ask him to intervene. Is the situation that dire?
You can't, my lady. King Joffrey won't like it. Just think how he turned on Lady Sansa.
I will forever be in your debt. My family will forever be in your debt.
I don't know, Mira. If Cersei were to find out...
You're adored by the king. Yeah, we'll say that.
Don't let the Queen bully you. You have power over him, Lady Marjorie, as no one else does. Not even his mother. Ramsay Snow will arrive at Ironrath within the week. I would never ask this of you if it weren't so urgent.
Hopefully she'll help me.
Very well. I'll make your request, but I cannot promise anything.
Thank you, my lady. I will send a raven to my family at once.
Ah, so nice. I feel like I should have made her leave though, but I'm not sure if that would have made Marjorie then not like me as much to then do what I wanted. Okay, cool. So I'm going to go ahead and end the episode here. I hope you guys are enjoying this. I'm actually having so much fun with it. I'm really glad I started playing it and recording it. I guess now we're about to go onto the wall with Geralt, or Geraint, I'm not sure what one of his name was. But yeah, so if you're enjoying this, please do go ahead and like and subscribe, and also comment and tell me that you're enjoying it. And also down in the comments, if you've done something different to me and you've got a different result so far, like up to where I am, please do go ahead and tell me, because I'd love to see all the different things that are happening, because obviously I assume there's plenty of different webs going off in all different directions. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this, and fish out.